Welcome to SOLM HQ here in sunny Inverurie in Bonnie, Scotland. Today I'm going to run through the Tartan collection for you guys, just so you know where the inspiration for the Tartan says came from. You may have seen it before, but I was doing some samples today and I thought, you know what, it's about time we just introduced it again to you guys. So, let's just jump straight in. First up, SOLM Retro Racing. We've got this in wool and polyviscose, the same pattern. It's also inspired by Martini Racing colours, right? There we go. Very popular, that one. Next up, SOLM Motorsport, inspired by BMW M Series cars. Again, you'll see the colours for the M Sport there. If you notice the four white lines, look at the back of an M car, two double exhaust, right? So that comes into the Tartan there. Next up, Grand Prix, very much inspired by Lotus cars. And racing, you'll notice the colours around the edge of racetracks. Quite often they'll use those colours on the corners. SOLM Grand Prix, too many Tartans to remember all the names. Next up, 1970. So in 1970, the Porsche 917 won Le Mans. That is, the livery on that car is inspired into this Tartan, especially the three stripes. So go and look at that, Google that Porsche 917 from 1970. You'll see where that livery has been transferred into the Tartan. Next up, 72, SOLM 72, JPS inspired, three lines, JPS, black and gold. I also remember back in the day, the black tires, they always had like Goodyear or whatever painted in white around them. So that's where the black and the little white line comes in there. That's the inspiration behind that one there. SOLM 72 is one of my favourite ones. It looks great in a brolly, which I've got over there. Next up, we have Racing Reverse. So basically, same as racing, which I'll show you in a minute, but the orange and the blue are inverted, so we get a reverse. So if you think track days, you do a track day, and sometimes you do a track day in reverse, right? So Racing Reverse. Next up, SOLM RS, inspired by the Porsche RS cars. So if you think along the bottom of those cars of vinyl, you'll see the thick black line and the two lines, one above, one below. So inspired by that. Next up, we have Sublime. So inspired by Lamborghini. Look at the colours in the badge of a Lamborghini, and we've pulled it into a car here. And thick black line and one either side of it. Quite often in Lamborghinis, they've got a elongated exhaust, so that's where that elongated line comes in, and the two black tyres either side of it. Probably the most popular one, racing. This is in wool, also available in polyviscose. Porsche 917 Le Mans 1970 movie. It's probably the most iconic livery out there, okay? Racing. That's probably my favourite of them all, and certainly the most popular. Rosso, SOLM Rosso. So Ferrari inspired, right? We've got the Italian flag running through the pattern there. Not sold any to a Ferrari yet, because they're not traditionally known as having Tartans, but we can change that. Rosso, really nice. Think back in the day, Alan Mann Racing, Gold Leaf livery, the cigarette or tobacco company. They don't have that anymore, but that's where that inspiration came from there. Probably the most retro looking Tartan. This one is only available in wool. Really bright, really nice. Now, quite a special one here, Racing Houndstooth. Hopefully you can see that on the camera. So we took the racing Tartan and applied it into a houndstooth effect. MP build, 914, I was in SEMA last year. So that's on the interior of that car there, it looks really good. That car is still going around. So if you're close to MP, go check it out. Next up, 75. Really a 75th birthday celebration for Porsche, taking the colours out of the badge and applying it into the pattern on the Tartan. Really nice, that one. We went for a grey with that because we figured a lot of Porsches were grey or silver, so that was the kind of base colour on that one. Next up, a James Bond Tartan. Now, think Aston Martin grey, Bond movies, barrel of a gun and a single bullet at the start of every movie. And in the DNA, we've got, or the thread count, we've got 2 lines here and 7 lines here for 007, right? It's in the DNA. Next up, another houndstooth, RS Houndstooth. This has been really popular. We're out of stock at the minute, coming back in, I think, 7 weeks' time. So again, just taking the RS pattern, but applying it to a houndstooth effect. That's been really, really popular. And last up, and the latest one we have brought out is a rally. So think Rothman's livery, Paris-Dakar cars. Dave the Trimmer, good job. He's already got a set of inserts out using this Tartan. Really nice, really retro, really stands out, and I think quite recognisable from where the inspiration has came from. So there we go. That is a rundown on the Tartan collection. I hope you like it. If you want to buy some, solm.co.uk, or reach out to one of my distribution and stockist partners around the world. Get it in your car. Tartan is coming back. It's like fashion, right? It's come back around again. So Tartan's really, really popular. So there we have it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.